10 Best European Residence Permits by Investment Bank Deposit. Many people want to live in Europe and experience European culture. If you are one of them, there's no reason to think little if you have in mind to move or invest overseas. You may simply choose any nation in the globe to live or invest in. The good news is that not all nations have severe immigration regulations, and many of them provide distinctive programs to encourage you to become a resident. Residency by investment. What is it and how does it work? Stay until the end to get everything you want to know about the 10 best European residence permits by investment or by bank deposit. What do you understand by residency by investment? The process of getting a permanent residence card in another nation by investing in that country's economy is known as a residency by investment. How does it work? And also, what are the 10 best European countries where you could get a residence permit by investment or bank deposit? We are going to start with number 10, Austria. There are various options for obtaining legal residency in Austria. The government offers residency permits for family reunions, as well as for students, researchers, qualified workers, and job seekers. Unlike other visas, you will need to invest money and develop a business in Austria. As a startup owner, you can form and operate a business with a minimum capital of Euro 50,000. Another alternative is to work as a self-employed key worker. However, the investment capital must be at least Euro 100,000 or something beneficial to the country. When you have proven that you make enough money, you can gain residency in Austria. If you will be living alone, you need to show proof you earn 1,030 euros and 49 cents monthly. Whereas if you live with a partner/spouse, this amount for the both of you increases to 1,625 euros and 71 cents. An additional amount of 159 euros is required for each child. Yet, the easiest way to become an Austrian resident is through investment. The applicant also needs to show proof of residential real estate, which can be owned by them or leased. The processing period varies from 1 month to 3. The residence permit is issued for 1 year and should be renewed every year. Number 9, Italy. Another well-known location is where foreign residents can get citizenship after 10 years of lawful residency. The most straightforward approach to becoming a resident of Italy is to invest a particular amount of money in the nation. A foreigner can invest a minimum of 2 million euros in Italian government bonds and 500,000 euros in Italian shares, or 1 million euros in public interest initiatives in Italy, such as culture, education, environment, immigration management, research and development, arts, and heritage. Other ways to gain residence in Italy are work, studying, and family reunification, but also for seasonal work between 6 and 9 months. Number 8, Portugal. Living in Portugal means not only living in a beautiful nation with warm weather and clear waters, but also in a country with a low crime rate and a relatively low cost of living. Foreigners can get residence in Portugal through 2 methods: money transfer or property acquisition. Let's check out an example of capital transfer investments. You must make at least 5 million euros capital transfer into a Portuguese bank account or approved investments. Other ways you could benefit from Portugal's residency by investment program include bringing a business to the country that will create at least 10 new jobs, or investing 500,000 euros in the incorporation, or an increase of the share capital of a company registered in Portugal that will create or maintain at least 5 permanent jobs for 3 years. Number 7, Spain. Spain is one of the most popular investment locations. Residency in Spain can be obtained by acquiring a property worth at least 500,000 euros and establishing a company of general importance to Spain, making a bank deposit of at least 1 million euros in Spanish financial institutions, or investing in government bonds worth at least 2 million euros. Another option for settling in this nation is to apply for a non-lucrative resident visa, which is provided to people with an annual income of at least 25,560 euros plus 6,390 euros for each additional family member. Other types of residency permits, such as those for work, family reunification, studying, and so forth, are also available. Spain also allows residents to become Spanish citizens by naturalization after 10 years of lawful presence in the country. Number 6, Malta. To get a residence permit in Malta, it is by investment. They provide both citizenship and residency by investment. If you believe that 600,000 euros is too much, the lowest sum available in their global residency program is 220,000 euros. You must own or rent an eligible property for a minimum sum per area. The given amount is in Malta's south. Gozo will require at least EUR 250,000, while other locations will require at least 275,000 euros. There is also the possibility of investing in government bonds. Number 5, Cyprus. The easiest way to become a permanent resident of Cyprus is also through investment in the country. Buying a new immovable property with a total market value of at least 300,000 euros plus VAT is enough for a person to meet the first criteria to become a legal resident in Cyprus through the so-called golden visa. Those who do not want to purchase a property can either invest 300,000 euros in a physical company registered and operating in the territory of Cyprus, which employs at least 5 people, or invests units of the same amount in the Cyprus Investment Funds Association's collective investments. The applicant also needs to have an annual income of at least 30,000 euros, which may come from salaries, rent, pensions, etc. Foreigners can also become residents of Cyprus in other ways, including by applying for a residence permit for employment, studying, or family reunification. Number 4. Switzerland. The residence permit in Switzerland offers the status only to financially independent people. That is, you do not need to invest, making the way to get a residence permit to be by just a bank deposit. The main thing is to provide for yourself and your family members. However, you cannot work in Switzerland. The income must come from outside the country. In Switzerland, residence permit status can be gained in 6 months. To do so, you must first choose a town and reach an agreement with its administration for the payment of the yearly lump sum tax. The approximate minimum amount in francs 450,000 per year. A residence permit in Switzerland is issued for a year and is renewed annually. Number 3. Greece. The residence permit in Greece is by investment and by bank deposit, and it is issued in just 3 months. What you need to obtain is to buy or rent real estate for at least 250,000 euros and also deposit in a Greek bank for at least 400,000 euros. In Greece, you can live immediately after applying without waiting for the assignment of resident status. The investor is given a certificate that allows him to stay in the nation for a year or until he acquires a residency permission card. Resident status is granted for 5 years and must be renewed every 5 years. It is not required to reside in Greece for this purpose, but it is critical to safeguard assets like real estate, equities, or bank deposits. To acquire a Greek passport in the future, you must have a resident status for 7 years, live in the nation, and pass a language, culture, and history exam. Number 2. Monaco. To get citizenship in Monaco is another country where it is hard to get. You can simply rent or buy an apartment that is an acceptable standard and that is adequate for your family size. You have to have an appropriate place to live. They don't want people just having a residence and then moving over to France. If you can get that plus 500 euros, 000 euros in the bank in Monaco, you will have a residence permit, but this money must stay in the bank during the residency period. Number 1. Germany. Germany is recognized for its exceptionally high level of life, and as a result, a big number of individuals wish to migrate here for permanent residency. As a result, obtaining a residency card in Germany is rather difficult, especially in light of recent events involving an uncontrolled inflow of migrants from the Middle East and Africa. The most economical alternative for acquiring a residency visa in Europe through German migration services is to spend at least 500,000 euros in the German economy. As a result, you can establish a company with 5 German residents as employees.